do you regret that, or do you kind of like the new bride, or are we gonna ever do anything about that? I like the original story, so I'm just curious. So.
You guys have no connection, so go ahead and say.
So I can just give my opinion. Okay, well, I really love, I love the old bride, the bride from my childhood, and only because, I understand, effects are really cool and everything, but the old bride had so much mystery to me. I just remember as a kid riding through and seeing, she's so different from all the other ghosts in the attraction, and so I remember asking my mom about her, and my mom said, well, she's a really sad ghost, and she haunts her wedding dress, because something very sad must have happened, and so she's haunting that dress. That just went right into my head, and I thought, that is the most amazing. A ghost could haunt clothes, I just love that whole idea, and I just, because there wasn't such an obvious story told about her, I loved being able to invent my own terrible, scary, frightening story with my imagination of what happened to her on her wedding day. So anyway, I just love that, but that's just me.
Well, brides and my connection seem to go hand in hand, because we changed the whole thing completely in Europe, and we really featured her. And when we started that ride, the development of the attraction, we thought, let's sort of feature the story around the bride, make her the Miss Havisham of the whole piece. So it's this girl who giddily at the beginning is looking forward to her wedding celebration. And we pass through the ride going to the ballroom where it's to unfold, but the groom is only making kind of illusionary appearances at that point in time. And then finally we get up to the attic where years are passing by and she's growing older and older and older. And so it has this very macabre thing. And where we came down from it, a lot of people have been bothered that it's a little too horrific compared to the other ones. But when we went into Europe, we saw that they liked things that were comedic, and they really liked things that were scary. But comedy scary was something that wasn't really on the wavelength over there. So we opted for the more scary. And so the last time we see her at the end of that ride, she's nothing but a skeleton at that point in time, and kind of reaching out of a vortex at the end of the ride. So anyway, that was kind of an exercise. It's funny because a lot of people don't get it over there, and a lot of people write their own stories. And if you go online, you'll see 50 stories about this bride, variations on it. And I think I read somewhere in general about attractions. They're better when you leave some room for the guests to write their own story, as you just said, with your mom telling you that she was sad. And there's an aspect of that in this bride too, that she forlornly lived her whole life in this kind of house of scary things, and so forth. But I think if you make it too pat, it becomes a book report, and you really want it to be something that's interpretive, and that gives it life everlasting, as they say.
Yeah.